Our other top story of the morning, of course, is U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley yesterday announcing her resignation. She will work in the post until year end, but then is leaving. She did not give a reason why. Steve Forbes, you have some thoughts on this.
Given the environment we have today, when you leave the federal government and want to take another job, you have to be very careful you don't trip on numerous laws about doing something that you shouldn't do. And I think what happened was she wanted to leave after midterms, but when you begin conversations about taking a job or you get an offer, you've got to make clear to the public that you're leaving that post. Otherwise, they can accuse you of private, all sorts of things.
So she had to leave if she's having discussions with the private sector in terms of getting a job.
I think in this environment, she felt her hand was forced, so she had to do it 2 or 3 weeks before she would have ideally done it.
Maybe she makes some money here and then comes back to the political scene, Dig. And a lot of people talking about her as a candidate in 2024. Yeah. She was very smart to say, I'm not running against the president in 2020, but I'm going to support him. But maybe it's 2024.
She served this president well, and she certainly, as the Wall Street Journal characterizes it today in its editorial, she is a brighter star after spending this almost 2 years at the United Nations. She did some, because she spoke out. She wasn't always in sync with the president, but she didn't act like she was there to babysit him.
Yeah, you're right.
That when she disagreed with him, she would go to him directly. She wrote about that in the Washington Post editorial after that anonymous piece of garbage that was in the New York Times. But she was fierce in standing up for American interests and taking on the entrenched interest at the United Nations.
She really was fierce. Good word.
When President Trump decided to move our embassy, as he promised, to Jerusalem in Israel, she told the UN that she was taking names of allies that joined the denunciation of the United States. And she also took on, in withdrawing from the United Nations Council on Human Rights, she actually said, when we withdrew from that, in this blistering critique, she said that they had become a protector of human rights abusers and a cesspool of political bias.
Yeah, she had that rare ability. She looked good. She made her boss look good.
Yes, she did.
And that's key. Yeah. She made him look good.
Very accomplished governor, and this position gave her a national stage, and she really shined.
Yeah.
She really shined.
Great analysis on this.